Hi friends, this is Yusuf Soni from YS Learnings. In this video, I will show you how to apply for a residence permit in Sweden for higher study, including bachelor's and master's degrees. If you're planning to study in Sweden, you're in the right place. Stick around because this video will guide you step by step on how to apply for a Swedish residence permit. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss helpful content like this. First, you need to open a Google tab, then write or search Residence Permit for Higher Studies in Sweden. Here you can see the Migrationsverket website where you need to apply. Open the first link. Studying in Sweden. Higher education. Residence permit for studies in higher education. Requirements for residence permits. Have a valid passport. Have been admitted to full-time studies. Now good news for you. If you have been admitted to these universities, you can apply for a year's residence permit at a time. Before proceeding to an application, you should read and check all the details. Now come to the tab Apply for a Residence Permit for Studies in Higher Education. Here also mention what are the documents needed for the application. Like copies of your passport, admission decision from the higher education organizer. In the below, you will find e-service for students in higher education. Then click on the Apply tab to start your application process. I believe you don't have e-identification mobile bank ID. So you need to choose username and password tab to create or log into your account. If you already have an account, just simply log in using your username and password. If you don't have one, just make your account by clicking Create New Account. Fill up your account information and click Next. You will receive a code in your email to verify your account. In the next step, you should turn on two-step verification and give your phone number, otherwise, you will not be able to log into your account in the future. Then press Next. Now your account has been created. Now you need to go back to login page and log into your account using the same username and password. Now the main part application, here need to fill all your details. Type of application. If you want to apply for a first permit, then tick the first permit icon, then go to Next. Applicant's personal information needs to be provided here. Surname, family name. First and middle names. Sex. Date of birth. Place of birth. Country of birth. Citizenship. If you have more citizenship status, you may add it here. You don't have a Swedish personal identity number. Marital status. Then Next. Here you need to give your permanent or present address. Address. Postal code. City. Country. Telephone number. Email already have. Then Next. Do you have a valid passport? Yes. Then Next. Type of travel document? National passport. Now you have to fill up your passport information. You should be careful to avoid any mistakes. Passport number. Country. Passport issue date. Passport expiry date. Now you the applicant need to attach a copy of the passport. Can also be attached in a later step, but I suggest uploading now. You can make a folder and keep all the required documents in one folder. Choose a Swedish embassy or consulate. Here you should select the embassy or consulate where you will show your passport or interview, biometric and collect the UT card. Then next, previously applied for a visa or a permit. No. Next, if you have a valid residence permit in a country other than your home country, click yes. If not, click no. Next, if you visited any country in Schengen other than Sweden in the past year, say you mention yes or no and proceed. Are you in Sweden? Yes or no? Here you mention the period that you want to apply for a residence permit for studies. You can find it in your admission letter. Select university if you are applying to a university. Type of study should be university program/courses. Here you need to fill up your intended study program details. Are you admitted to distance learning? No. Have you paid the tuition fee for your education in Sweden? Yes. How many higher education credits is your course or program? If 1 year, then 60 credits. For 2 years it will be 120 credits. Program: write your study program. For example, Masters in Computer Science. University or College of Higher Education university name. Attach an acceptance letter. You should upload the admission letter here. Contact information for the educational institution. It will be filled automatically. Your intended program will be added and shown here. Now next step. Reason for studying in Sweden. Here you should describe why you have chosen these studies. Describe in a short but very focused way. Current occupation. Enter your current employment or current studies. Your previous education. Here you can add all your academic qualifications. School. Dhaka University. Type of education. Name of the program, field of study and credits. Example. Program: Computer Science. Major: Artificial Intelligence. Total: 165 credits. End date: date you have completed your degree. The degree will be added and show here. You may add more program by clicking at icon. School: Dhaka College. Name of the program, field of study and credits. Similarly, you can fill up the information. Now next. Applicant work experience. If you have any work experience, you can add it here. Employer. Write your company name. Profession. Your position or designation in the company. And last working date. Then next. Your experience will be shown here. If you have more than one company, you can mention using the add icon. Financial assets. Do you have a scholarship? If you have any scholarship, you should tick yes and provide scholarship info. If you don't have any scholarship, then tick no and proceed to the next page. Documentation of financial assets. Here you need to give information and upload proof of your financial capability, like bank solvency and statements. Maintenance requirement per month. You need to show that you have 10,314 Swedish kronor every month that you are supporting yourself. Types of financing to show that you meet the maintenance requirement. You chose your most appropriate option among below. If you choose monthly income from employment, you need to provide a monthly salary. You can choose the currency in the drop-down. If you select owned bank assets, need to enter the total amount of the financial asset you wish to submit. Similarly, you can convert and choose the currency from the drop-down. Next, upload the bank solvency statement or other proof of financial capability. This step will be completed and shown here. University providing the cost of your food during your stay in Sweden? No. University responsible for the cost of your accommodation during your stay in Sweden? Select the appropriate option, yes or no, and proceed to the next page. Now you need to provide information about your co-applicant. Do you have a spouse, cohabiting partner, or registered partner who is applying simultaneously with you? If yes, please tick and proceed. Please mention who is your co-applicant, husband or wife or else. Application period. Your partner will get a residence permit during the same time as you, so mention the same timeline as you. Does your wife or husband have a valid passport? Must be yes. Type of travel document: national passport. Here similarly, you need to provide passport information of your co-applicant. Passport number, country, issue date, expiry date. Next, you have to upload the passport information page. It should be clear and readable. Now, the personal information of the co-applicant. Here you should mention the first and last name of the co-applicant, sex, date of birth, place of birth, country of birth, citizenship, if have other citizenship. No need to be worried about Swedish personal identity number. Material status. On this page, you need to provide the address of the co-applicant. I recommend using the same address mentioned in the passport. Address, postal code, city, country, and email. Select the Swedish embassy or consulate to process her/his residence permit. You may choose the same Swedish embassy or consulate for your co-applicant. Is your wife or husband in Sweden? Yes or no? Has your wife or husband previously applied for permission to visit or stay in Sweden? Yes or no? Does your wife or husband have a valid residence permit in any country other than his/her home country? Yes or no? Has your wife or husband visited any country in Schengen other than Sweden in the past year? Select yes or no. Proof of relationship. You should attach the marriage certificate here. Now information about the maintenance requirement of the co-applicant. You need to show 4,297.50 kronor per month for your partner's livelihood. Attach documents that show that your wife is supported during the entire application period. Co-applying children. Add the information of children who are applying at the same time as you by clicking the add icon. Enter the first and middle names that are stated in the passport. Date of birth of your child. Enter the period for which your child's residence permit application applies. Duration should be the same as you. Does your child have a valid passport? Must be yes. Type of travel document: national passport, passport information, passport number, country, issue date, expiry date. Attach a copy of the clear passport information page. The child's guardian. Yes, I am the legal guardian. Who is the other guardian of the child? My co-applicant, or another person, or the child has only one legal guardian. Select which is applicable. Then attach the child's birth certificate. Your child doesn't need to express an opinion in the application. Now you need to give information about your child. Surname, first and middle names, sex, date of birth, country of birth, citizenships. If have any other citizenships. Swedish personal identity number. Marital status. Contact address of your child. Care of. Address. Postal code. City. Country. Select the Swedish embassy or consulate to process and collect the residence permit card. Is your child in Sweden? Yes or no? Has your child previously applied for permission to visit or stay in Sweden? Yes or no? Does your child have a valid residence permit in any country other than his or her home country? Yes or no? Has your child visited any country in Schengen other than Sweden in the past year? Yes or no? The maintenance requirement for your child is 2,578.50 kronor per month. Attach documents that show that MD Rushdie is supported during the entire application period. You can see the co-applying child is added. You can add more using the add icon. Add any other specific information you think is important for the Swedish Migration Agency to know about. Now one of the most important tasks is to review or overview your whole information. You should check very carefully to avoid any issues after submitting the application. Here I haven't uploaded these documents, so it is a warning as the question must not to be unanswered. Here all the required documents need to be uploaded. Otherwise, the next option will not work. I have uploaded all the documents, and the application is complete and ready to proceed to the next and last part, which is payment. The next step is to pay your application. At that point, you can no longer go back and make changes. Make sure you have everything you need for the payment at hand. You can make payment using your Visa, MasterCard, or American Express debit or credit card. For adults, the application fee is 1,500 kronor per person, and for children, it is 750 kronor for each child. Make payment and wish you good luck with your application. I hope to see you in Sweden. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more tips on studying abroad and navigating the application process. Have any questions or experiences to share? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you.